Pool is a religion in America. Losing is unthinkable. But Europe has been dominant in the Mosconi Cup. Back on home ground, the United States will be looking to return to the glory years and restore the American pride. They'll be looking to a controversial figure to lead the way. Earl the Pearl Strickland, love him or hate him, is one of the sport's greatest talents. He is back after a 5-year absence from the event. You can expect fireworks. For Europe, winning's becoming a habit, but we all know habits are there to be broken. The America team is full of talent, but it hasn't fired so far in the Cup. The Earl effect hasn't been working, and Johnny Archer will have serious words with his team if they are to break the European stranglehold on the trophy. Archer and Strickland will be joined by Californian Rodney Morris and Dennis Hatch, and up next in the first of the singles, Shane van Boening. The European team, arguably the strongest ever assembled. They started the Cup as firm favourites. The team, led by non-playing captain Johan Reisink, would include the Kaiser Ralf Suke, making his 16th Mosconi Cup appearance, one ahead of Finn Mika Immonen. Vegas was getting the pool treat it deserved, but not possibly the one that it expected or wanted. The opening exchanges on day one had been completely one-sided, the 5 Europeans taking the opening point in the team game. Not even Earl the Pearl could stop the rot, as in Game 2, America were again weighed, measured and found wanting by the pairing of Appleton and Boys. Next up, the first of the singles matches. US #1 Shane van Boening against a Mosconi Cup veteran Mika Immonen. For the Americas to go 3-0 down on day one would be a bitter blow. With a strong European lineup in the final doubles match and singles on day one, it was vital the Americas took their first point of the match. With 3 major victories in 2013, could van Boening strike the first blow for the Americas against the Iceman of Finland?
Jay Helford here, joined by Ted Lerner. Ted, you're doing a nice job out there, my friend.
Well, you know, filling in for Johnny Mac till tomorrow. Doing double duty, but
big
all
shoes
for the
to
love.
fill.
All
Big
for the
shoes
love.
to fill. Shane, they're lagging. Let's see. Lag is not quite so important when it's alternate break. It looks like Mika's going to get that lag, and he does.
I'll tell you what is important, though, Jay, is this match for Team USA. In that last match with Strickland and Morris against Appleton and Boys, you could literally feel the air coming out of the arena for Team USA and these rabid USA fans. They need a kick in the pants right now.
Well, they need a win. They don't want to be down 3-0. This Mosconi Cup is starting to look like the last 3, where the USA falls behind on the first day and never really catches up. Nice break there.
So the 1 ball down on the break. You'll see that he was able to draw that 1 ball back all the way to the back end of the table. And with a shot on the 2, Jay, he'll take that break all day long.
Absolutely, and you notice all the balls are spread out here. This is the key shot to this rack. The opening cut shot on this 2 in the upper right corner.
Try and enjoy the game and just
the good thing is the cue ball will come back for position on the 3 here. Well, this is where he didn't want the cue ball to be, right on top of the 4 ball. It makes his cueing very difficult, and he can't do much with the cue ball. Just roll the ball in.
With all the drama last match with Earl Strickland, the one guy you're not going to get any drama out of is SVB, Shane van Boening. About as low-key as they come.
Mika's in trouble right now. This is a difficult shot here on the 4 ball. He may be playing safe, and he does. He's trying to put the cue ball behind the 8. Did not work. It did not work. You can tell by that grimace on his face. Nice opening here for Shane. This is really his element, singles play. Shane has won like everything this year in the United States. He's the U.S. Open champion, U.S. Open 8-ball, Billiard Expo, Turning Stone, U.S. Bar Table 9-ball. He's the leading money winner in professional pool, close to $150,000 in earnings so far this year. But it hasn't always translated into good team play, Ted.
Well, yeah, in Scotch doubles, he hasn't had that much success, but he's out here playing a singles match, and he loves these diamond tables. He's always played good on them. He won a second straight U.S. Open, his third U.S. Open, which is an amazing accomplishment.
He did not look so good in the team match earlier. Made errors in both games that he played.
It's a good start here for SVB. Just what the Americans needed. 1-0 in favor of Shane van Boening, and you can just hear Jay, that crowd. They're just desperate for a win. They've got to get on the board here.
Well, this is a key match early in the Mosconi Cup. USA does not want to be down 3-0 going to 11.
So Mika Immonen leaves a shot on. Shane clears the table. Mika's always very hard on himself.
He's our 2013 Ultimate 10-ball champion. He won a major tournament earlier this year. That one was worth 23 grand.
Well, certainly Mika will be one day soon being inducted into the Hall of Fame. That goes
to break,
without a doubt.
By 1 rack to 0. Settle down, please.
So there you see Shane van Boening breaking from the box.
This is Mika's 15th appearance in the Mosconi Cup.
Nothing down for van Boening.
Quietly as you can, please. Thank you.
And we have yet to see any player figure out this break. There you see this beautiful arena here at the Mirage in Las Vegas. Absolutely packed.
Long shot on the one. Boy, he hit that ball bad. I don't know what happened there, but he was just totally out of whack on that shot. He wanted to get the cue ball off the rail a little bit so he could shoot the two next. Shane's actually got a chance to shoot this one ball and break up that cluster of balls, that 3, 5, 6, which is a problem for him.
Extension.
It's kind of a natural shot if he can avoid the 8-ball. He doesn't want the cue ball to run into the 8-ball. That's good. That's good. The 3 has now got an open pocket in the upper left corner. That was a big shot right there by Shane. It gives him a chance to run this rack. He's got to make another good shot right here. Don't go behind the 8. Do not get behind the 8. He went too far. I think he can shoot the 3-ball, but the 4 is, yeah, see, he didn't even want to get to the 8-ball. He wanted to stop like right there. The problem is how does he shoot the 4 next? See,
Shane van Boening has played now. This is his 7th Mosconi Cup appearance. He's only been on one winning team. So you know that Shane van Boening, the competitor he is, he really wants to be on a winning side for a change.
I think he's got to go safety here, Ted. Yeah, He's just trying to put the cue ball behind that 5 and 6, and he did a good job.
Nicely
Excellent
done.
safety.
That's what you want to do. You want to marry that cue ball up against that other ball. Eliminate the jump shot. Take out the angles. Didn't quite get that close.
Still, it's very hard for Mika to do anything here, kicking off the side rail. First of all, it's a small ball to hit, and if he hits it, there's a good chance he's going to leave a shot. Wow, he made the ball.
He's going to make
made the ball.
Oh, no. Yes. Wow.
That's the problem when you get out of line like Shane did and had to play safe. If you're letting your opponent shoot, anything can happen, and it just did.
You don't have to call a shot in 9-ball. So, yeah, we don't. Well, for sure, he wasn't really going for that shot, but nonetheless, it is down, and he is off to the races.
Shane's just shaking his head over there.
You know, Jay, in
Well,
a
please.
race to 6, a shot like that can change the whole match.
Well, the momentum just shifted. And, you know, it kind of renews Mika's confidence, too. He was kind of looking a little bit glum a few minutes ago, but now he's feeling his oats. Perfect position. This match is going to be tied, 1 game apiece.
And that's the thing in 9-ball. We've seen time and time again that you just can never say never. You can never get too down on yourself. One errant shot can change the whole match. We were just talking about this, Jay, outside the commentary box. Got to stay positive. It's the easiest game in the world to just get down on yourself and to beat yourself up. So you got to stay positive.
Well, one thing about Shane, he always expects to win. He really truly feels like he's the best player. But he just has not had a lot of success in the Mosconi Cup.
Thank you. Rack 3, Europe to break, 1 rack each.
Boy, powerful break there. Powerful break.
So once again, the 1-ball, backup table, nothing down, and a shot on the 1 now for Shane.
Can he take advantage of it? He's got a long open shot on the 1. The 2 is partially blocked by that 6-ball. So Shane has got to play some precise position right now.
Jay, the only trend we can see right now with the break shot is that the 1-ball, they've been able to bring it back up table. But the key is, obviously, you have to make a ball. And that's been the issue so far for both teams.
That was nicely done to thread the needle there with that cue ball. Shane's going to have to stretch, maybe even use a bridge here. I don't know about this shot. Boy, he's really leaning out there on this one. Just a stop shot, though. Just stop the cue ball right there. Well done. Can he complete this rack, though? This is where Shane has gotten trouble in previous Mosconi Cups. He's failed to get out with open racks just like this and just like he did last game.
Shane is the one player from Team USA currently who travels all over the world on a regular basis to the biggest tournaments. He hasn't had a lot of success overseas either. His biggest success, as you mentioned earlier, Jay, is come right here in the good old USA.
Yeah, he's won 6 tournaments in the USA this year, and it's about a typical year for him. But you're right, internationally, he hasn't fared that well.
That's okay, though. It's a tough circuit out there, as you know, Jay. Real tough.
Just got a perfect angle. Slide the cue ball to his right. Just like that. He's going to be using low left English, which will spin the cue ball up table to the other side of the 8 ball. Well done. Nicely positioned for the 9 ball.
A good rack to settle down for Shane van Boening.
He just doesn't look that comfortable out there. It looks like he's working hard.
Shane van Boening now leads Mika Immonen 2-1 here. Our first singles match of the 2013 Mosconi Cup. Best of 21, first one to
Track
11,
4,
and already
USA to break, leading by 2-1.
I would have to say, and I know we're in agreement, Jay, that Team USA is in a must-win situation. This could get out of control very quickly if they don't put a point on the board soon.
Listen, they don't want to go into day 2 trailing like 5-1 or 4-2. They want to get some points on that board. And this is their #1 player right here.
Ball down.
Conceivably, he could try to play a billiard from the 1 to the 9, but it takes a big stroke to do that.
Well, that seems to be the what the pattern that the players are looking for. Bring the 1 ball back, bring the cue ball somewhere near and get that shot. Hopefully you can get a ball down to get a shot on the 1, but in this case, nothing clear.
He's trying to shoot the 1 down in this lower left corner. Tough opening shot right here. The game's on the line with this shot. Ooh, 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 ooh. That one's not going to go. He overcut it. Mika back to the table.
No risk, no reward.
Sure.
He took the risk, a difficult shot on the 1.
These are very unforgiving pockets on this Diamond Pro-Am table. That opening is only 4 1/4 inches. Well, this is where you like to start out, with the first ball hanging in the pocket. I don't see any combination in the 9. Mika's going to have to run these balls. Right now, he looks like the looser player of the 2, Ted.
All of Team Europe has been loose so far. They're real low key, and this is exactly what Johan Royschink has wanted from his players. Don't get overly emotional. Just go out, do what you know you can do. All these players are winners. All these players know how to play under the toughest conditions.
I like what Johan does. He tells his players to stay humble, and he builds up the opponents. You know, he keeps talking about how strong the USA team is, but Team Europe's got 5 of the top 10 players in the world right here.
Well, Johan has even said, and I don't know if this was a bit of a psychological ploy, but he even said, you know, this is the first year I'm starting to think that maybe they have a better chance than we do. And maybe that was just a psychological thing. I don't know. But right now, Mika Immonen will tie it up.
Welcome back to Vegas. And just to clarify the match situation as it stands, Europe have been dominant in the opening matches, taking 2 points from the opening 2 games. But Mika Immonen isn't having it all his own way in match 3, twice having to come from behind to square the match at 2 racks apiece.
Two to 2, it's a race to 6. Mika to break.
On his last break, Mika did not make a ball. He makes one here. Will he have a shot on the one?
Boy, look at that. He's got every ball past the side pocket. That would have worked in that 3-ball rule.
I don't think I've ever seen that, Jay.
That's rare. That's rare. And he's forced to play safe, but what a good save he played here. What a beautiful save.
That's what we were talking about with that safety play. Put that cue ball, marry it up against another ball to limit the options for the incoming player.
Well, Shane can go to the left rail, the far rail. That's what he's looking at. But this is not a big ball to hit. This is a difficult ball to hit, especially if he's kicking straight at it.
The Iceman, originally from Finland, now residing in New York City.
Well, he made a good hit. Let's see what happens. Can he get lucky? Not really. Mika can shoot this one in this side pocket.
So much riding on this match for the Americans.
Yeah, every game, every match they get behind, they get further behind. There's more pressure on the next players. This is good. This is going to be good. Well, he's real straight on that 4-ball. He might have to draw straight back down and hit the 8-ball with the cue ball for position.
Look out. Look out. Wow.
That was a bit unlucky because, Ted, if the cue ball scrapes the edge of the 8, it's going to be perfect. He did the best he could with it. That was just a little unfortunate there.
Could that be the mistake that turns the tide in this match? We've seen it time and again in the sport of pool. One errant shot and the momentum, as we call Mr. Mo, goes to the other side.
Well, that was a complete gift to Shane right there. Got a little bit of a severe angle on this 7-ball, but he should be all right because he's close to it.
Some in the crowd thought perhaps he had overhit that.
Yeah. The pocket's a little more forgiving on the inside. He's just going to draw back, come up above the 9-ball here. Oh, he went below it. That's interesting. Well, this is the pocket he missed earlier in the match. But he's got a good angle on it. That looks good. That'll work.
And Shane with the lead at 3-2. The crowd back into it. Shane will be breaking in rack number 6. The crowd urging on SVB. Come on, they say. We got to get back into this Mosconi Cup. We can't let it get away from us. Boy, the opening at the top of the show, Jay, was just madness in here. The crowd was, I've never heard a crowd like that in the sport of pool.
Well, doesn't it remind you a little bit of the crowds over in Manila sometimes? I mean, they get crazy over there too. But
Rack 6.
for me, this is the most exciting
USA
event of the year in
leading by
professional
3
pool.
racks to 2.
This shot right here. Mika trying to screw the ball back, and he scratches, and that leads to ball in hand, and Shane gets the rack.
Boy, he hit that ball hard. Ball's down, the one ball down. Will he have a shot at the two?
He
does
will.
not look good. Does not look good.
Oh.
He's got a problem here.
Thought he was going to have a shot there.
Shane's got to feel like the whole pressure of the Mosconi Cup is already on his shoulders on this first day. Oh, he could see the edge of the ball. This rack looks good right now. He's got a good angle on the 3. Just roll down towards that end rail for the 4.
Yeah, if Mika were to win this match, there would be a fair amount of doom and gloom here at the Mirage. And for all the American fans out there following the Mosconi Cup. So very, very important here.
He's got a delicate little shot here to get from the 5 to the 6. It's a good thing he didn't bump that 7 ball there. He's in good shape right now. He needs this rack to take a 2-game lead. Very short race to 6. No problem now. Just shoot a stop shot on the 7.
So this 9-ball will give Shane a 2-rack lead and 2 from the victory.
He's starting to look comfortable now, Ted. That rack was very important for him. He finally smiled a little bit.
And you can hear the crowd here at the Mirage just picking it up with each rack that SVB gets down and gets on the board.
I like the American team coming up in the next match. Archer and Hatch. That's a strong pairing right there.
Should have been over already. Should have been over.
So in rack number 7, it will be the Iceman, Mika Immonen, to break.
We are playing alternate break. The winner of the rack does not necessarily
Rack
break
7,
next.
Europe to break, trailing by 4 racks to 2.
Mika's going to break every time the score is
Thank
even,
you.
an even number, which 4 to 2 is 6. So Shane breaks on the odd games. Nothing down, open rack, a good shot at the 1 for Shane.
Well, that was the idea of putting in the break box, not allowing the players to break from the sides, where often we see in the world of 9-ball, we see repetitive racks and too many balls down. It is very difficult to figure out what is that exactly is going to happen on this break shot. Mika's having a real difficult time.
He's got a good angle here to get up. Well, that wasn't such good position on the 2 there. He did not want to bump that 5 ball. He wanted to go 3 rails around and come back. He was looking to play position and shoot the 2 in the side, and he's got no pocket here. Forced to play safety.
Extension.
Extension.
That extension gives Shane an extra 30 seconds. Let's see what he can come up with here. Is he trying to shoot that 2 in the side? This is high risk here. He did. He did. Wow. Look out. Look out. See, that's what happens. I don't think he can see this. I don't think he can see this 3 ball.
Shane's not afraid to take some risks out there. This is the second time in this match he's taken on a risky shot like that.
Well, he got no reward for it. He's trying to jump the edge of this ball and make the three.
Wow. Absolutely amazing.
That was
Crowd.
the shot of the tournament so far.
Even the European fans appreciate that one.
Meanwhile, he's not out of the woods yet. He's got another tough shot on this 4-ball. This one's just as hard. And that was missed badly. So all those great shots were for naught.
Well, as a matter of fact, he's opened up the table, done all the hard work, and Mika Immonen steps in to clean things up. Well, Jay, it was certainly entertaining. That sequence of shots there.
Yeah, he made a great shot, but he was left with a very difficult shot on the 4. And now this is Mika's rack.
Here's that shot again.
This is with his playing cue. This is not a jump cue. He was a little unfortunate that cue ball kissed the 8 and stopped right there. Boy, what a shot.
Jay, since he had to jump it so high, why would he choose to play that with the playing cue rather than the jump cue?
You know, I'm not really. He only had to jump the edge of the ball, and he felt that he could control it. And you've got a much more powerful stroke when you use your playing cue. Meanwhile, Mika closes the gap to 1 game.
Four to 3 now in favor of Van Boening, and you can see him shaking his head. He did a lot of spectacular work. He did all the hard work in that rack, only to let the Iceman back up to the table to clear the colors off and move within 1 now. Race to 6. Team Europe up 2-0 here on day 1 of the 2013 PartyPoker.net Mosconi Cup.
Look at all this elevation he gets here.
Rack 8, USA to break, leading by 4
Terrific
racks.
camera work right there.
Everything was bouncing, and then he just hit that ball bad. Shane to break. Powerful break. I don't see anything going down, and I see an open. Oh, there goes the 7. Wow. Last ball rolling, fell in the side pocket, and Shane's got an open rack.
It's exactly what you want. Again, the 1 ball comes back into the kitchen. The cue ball there. You just got to make sure to get a ball down. And yes, in that 7 ball, just at the last moment.
Shane needs this rack so bad. It looks like the kind of rack, Ted, that Shane should handle easily. But he's got to be a little shell-shocked from that last game. If he gets out this rack, he'll be on the hill, meaning he needs 1 game to win the match. And what a huge win that would be for Team USA. Nice position, everything right so far.
Yeah, if Shane goes on to win this match, you are going to see a sea change in and hear it amongst this crowd here. The air had come out of this arena in that doubles match previously. There you see Rodney Morris. So many trials and tribulations for Team USA in the last 3 years. They have lost. They won it in 2009. They made a terrific comeback last year at York Hall. They were down 9-6 on the final day. They came back to tie it up at 9, only to lose 11-9 to Team Europe.
Well, Europe has turned the tables on the USA. USA at one time led this series 10-2, and now it's 11-7. Europe's won 5 of the last 6 years. Key position right here. Key position. He's got to hit this ball good, Ted. Because he's got to hit the, oh, look at those shoes. Boy, talk about being all USA. Red, white, and blue. Sitting right next to Rodney. He's got to hit this 8-ball hard to get the cue ball down table, and he's got to hit it perfectly. He knows it, too. Must hit the bullseye with this shot.
Boy, just barely.
He fell a little short on the 9-ball. Boy, he used the whole pocket there. And he didn't really go as, he'd like that cue ball to be like 2 feet further down the table. And he missed it. That's the poor position from the 8 to 9 was costly.
And here comes that sinking feeling. That is a major blunder. And Jay, you pointed out that he didn't want that kind of position on that 9-ball. I mean, normally he'd make that, but, you know, he would have rather had a much better position.
Shane van Boening's Mosconi Cup troubles continue. He just can't seem to put points on the board.
Rack 9, Europe to break. 4 racks each.
And it's a huge moment in this match.
Once again, Shane van Boening had an open rack and he failed to get out. Here he goes again. A wide open rack, courtesy of Mika Immonen.
Mika continues to struggle with the break shot.
But every time you fail to run out a rack, Ted, like Shane did last rack, the next rack becomes even more difficult. His confidence is shaken a little bit right now.
No doubt. The thing is, he's played some terrific individual shots in this match, but he's made some glaring blunders as well.
These balls are actually all sitting real good right now. He'll draw back up above that 6-ball for the 3 in the side.
Can you not
He
take
played
photos
short.
till the players hit the cue ball, please?
I'm not sure what Michaela was saying to somebody there. She was talking to one of the photographers. There's a whole slew of photographers down at this end of the room. Well, he looks good, pretty good so far. That's the Shane's hearing aid. If you don't already know, Shane is about 90% deaf. I think he turns that hearing aid off when he's playing a match, though. He doesn't want to hear anything.
Yeah, he's the one player that, especially when you're playing over in York Hall in London, he's the one player who is not affected by all the noise. He literally tunes it out.
He told me an interesting thing once, Ted, years ago. He said it was harder to learn how to talk than it was to learn how to play pool. Think about that. And what a pool player he's become. Can he complete this rack? He looks good right now.
Well, he's got to get those thoughts out of his mind. He's just got to take it 1 ball at a time.
Well, he got a good angle on the 8-ball. This is not nearly as difficult as the 8 and 9 he had last rack. That's all you got to do. Just, yeah, he's being doubly careful here.
If he can get out here, he will be breaking for the win. It wasn't dead in the pocket, Jay, but it does go. Shane van Boening moves to the hill. Race to 6.
Well, if he'd have won that game before, the match would be over. Mika is very much in this match, only trailing by 1 game.
And there we see Shane van Boening. He's had more success on the break shot.
Rack 10.
What a great
USA to break. leading by
visual
5
right
racks
there.
to 4.
He's considered to be one of the 2 or 3 best breakers in professional pool worldwide. He needs a big break right now.
So Shane van Boening now breaking for the win in this match and the first point for Team USA in the Mosconi Cup.
He crushed those balls and yet nothing went down. Testament to how difficult this diamond table is.
And also testament to how difficult it is to break out of that rectangular break box in the center of the table.
Mika's going to play the 1-3 combination. See, he powered those balls. He made it.
And not only did he make it, he leaves himself position on the 1 ball. Well, so many factors come into play in a shot like that, and he just played that terrifically.
All the balls are spread out, nothing close together. We could see the first hill-hill match of the Mosconi Cup. And Mika will be breaking if he wins this game. I like his chances right now. This is the kind of spread a professional player wants. They don't like the balls all jammed together. This way he's got a lot of room to play position.
Mika recently completed the New York City Marathon.
That was his second one he ran.
Second one, and he did his for Mika's 40 years old. He ran this one in under 4 hours, and he actually beat his time from when he was 25 years old. You can see Mika's looking really fit these days too.
Well, he's a fitness buff. Many of the top players are. Mika, Niels, Ralph, Shane too.
He was telling me that having completed the New York City Marathon, having beat his previous best time in that race, has really helped his pool game, has given him a lot of confidence that he can persevere through the pain,
Well, truthfully,
through the doubt.
Yeah, he looks like the more confident player in this match.
Well, it looks like right now we're going to go to a 1-rack decider. And Jay, how big is this going to be for Team USA?
Well, it's big for both teams. Well, he fell. Yeah, he's okay here. He should be all right.
Yeah, but it's certainly going to be bigger for Team USA because they will be desperate to get a point on the board. 2-1 is a lot different than 3-0 in an event like this, especially if you've lost 3 years in a row and 5 out of 6. So here we go. It'll be a 1-rack decider here in our 3rd match of the Mosconi Cup.
Mika would like to come up with a big break and just keep Shane in his chair.
They're probably discussing the break right now because Mika has struggled throughout this match with the break shot. And something tells me the pool gods just might give him a good break right here.
Got a lot of support there.
Something different, right?
The coach, Carl Boyes, and Darren Appleton were all giving him some input.
Thank you. The final rack, Europe to break.
Our referee is Michaela Tabb. Great referee, great official. Mika move to the right. There goes the 9 ball. That's it. That is it.
An amazing turn of events. Mika Immonen did not lead one time in this entire match until the very end. That is a major in-your-face by Team Europe to Team USA. They now lead the Mosconi Cup 3-0. Let's watch it again. It was kicked by the two, Jay.
Well, Shane's got nobody to blame but himself. He had chances to win games where he failed to get out. Whatever that coaching was they gave him, it was the right thing.
What a blow for the United States. Van Boening never behind in the whole match, only to lose it in the final rack to a golden break. You've got to feel for the American. More ominously for the USA, that's 3 matches in a row they've lost now as they trail Europe 3-0 on day 1. Next up, it's the final doubles of the day. American captain Johnny Archer and Dennis Hatch against Niels Feyen and Ralph Souquet. Join us next time for more Mosconi Cup action.